Spazzing off the drugs. I'm
1 2 1 2. Testing real quick. Make sure everything copacetic there. Make sure everything good. Hold on, give me 1 second.
ever since I'm born, like Nebraska, use or corn. In my prime, like Optimus.
We good, we good. There we go.
This is how you cook. Get 'em. I will transform on this joint, spazzing off the drugs I'm on. Cersei now ever since I'm born, like Nebraska, use or corn. In my prime, like Optimus, throw you through a Oculus. The Bronx is my metropolis. Didn't have a pot to piss, had to learn not to miss. Focus on accomplishments. Beats I'm demolishing. Tell me what the problem is. You know you don't want no smoke. Seeing you in action is a joke. Catch him with the deadly blow. Pack it up, it's time to go. But you wanna call the cops? All that bullshit needs to stop. Stupid idiot, wine stop. Hush him out, you can't talk. Merge into a deadly beast. Pick your bones after I feast. You want war, now you want peace. Cause shit got thick like Cardi B. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm. I am here to shatter dreams. Welcome to my gathering. Blood is always splattering. Where I'm from, that's happening. Got that cannon fully tucked. All that blade will give you cuts. Sacrifice to get those bucks. Most these rappers looking sus. Smack them with the speed and bust. All you see is blood and guts. Too much sauce like a duck. Brush it off the shoulder rust. Camo with a bag full of ammo. Strangle the ops from the tangle. Hang your legs, they gonna dangle. Neck broke just like Kurt Angle. In the heart of the deity. Bring that pain so easily. Most these bums don't deal with me. Eradicate immediately. One monkey don't stop the show. I'll continue with the flow. Catch me at the studio. Like time I got the glow. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm. What you gonna do when I transform? What you gonna do when I transform? Like my body changing form. You've been warned, here comes the storm.
Yeah, babe. 1 2 1 2. Council Roundtable signing back in. I'm talking about the old-fashioned rats and let y'all know what's happening. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Bring my dude Black Soul up here real quick.
Man, dude. R.I.P. to Jay Briscoe.
Definitely, definitely. Very shocking news, man. It really happened right when I was setting up. This dude JCD had told me about it. But then after that, Nate had told me about it also.
But the part that gets to me is that WWE acknowledged it. That was shocking to me. Like, absolutely shocking.
I noticed that they starting to do that a lot more lately. Like, you know, especially when Don West had passed, they mentioned that on SmackDown.
Yeah, like respect goes to Triple H and HBK. It's there.
Definitely, yeah, man. Yeah. Nate, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Jay Briscoe. Yeah, just watching him a few weeks ago in that dog collar match, and then also the thing with Kevin Nash today. Jesus Christ, man! Somebody watch him quick. Sheesh.
Yeah, man, that's freaking insane. Did you hear about the lawsuit?
Yeah. Oh boy, Catman's back. Catman Scruthers. What the hell?
This dude is
This is your brain on drugs. This is a new version for this is your brain on drugs. Playing with Cat. Questions.
So
You getting fat, Scott? I see you getting fat, B. What happened?
It's wintertime. Got to stock up.
He's getting his winter weight on.
Blame Diaz and her cooking.
That's our hot pockets, B.
Hot pockets.
No, like real food, man. Like it's a damn shame. I'm about to go eat some food right now, but
So I'm glad you eating.
mine.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you eating.
He got into a car accident.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was a car accident.
I guess two people died in a car accident. I don't know if it was a girlfriend or whoever. I don't know. We'll find out more. Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, Booker T was crying when the news
Yeah, even one of the guys from FTR, the one with the beard, Dax, whatever.
Dax Hallwood.
Yeah.
This is crazy, man.
Yeah, the Usos.
Was it drunk?
The Usos gave their respect.
Was it a drunk driver or, you know?
I don't know. It was in Maryland. It just happened. I don't know.
That shit is fucking insane, man.
I don't know how the maybe
The saddest part is that they never got to the big time.
Well, here's the thing, man. You know we're all on borrowed time. You know that.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You don't know when your clock's about to be called. But 38 years old, I thought he was older than that.
Because he's been through wars.
Yeah, man.
Jay Briscoe been through wars. Him and his brother.
So I don't know how we're gonna talk about this and also worry about Raw Triple X. What is this? A porn?
Yeah, right.
Vince is showing up.
I don't know what's up. You know, like I don't know what. I just don't know what's going on with the booking. First, you had the Banger Brothers, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, and now you got Raw Triple X. What the
Vince won't dare show up.
This is screaming Vince McMahon.
No, this is screaming Vince Russo.
Whatever it is.
I think Vince Russo low key. That's the thing the motherfuckers not talking about. I think Vince Russo is low key booking this shit.
Never know.
Like, look what happened. Did y'all watch the beginning of Raw? That shit was like a clusterfuck of Vince Russo.
Vince won't dare show up to Raw 30.
What was it? Howdy Doody was there? What happened? I don't even know.
Howdy Doody. Yeah, he was there. He was there.
Yeah, during that
talk about that horrible
Bianca
match.
Belair.
These Sixers fighting what's Bianca Belair
and
damn, that she must suck like that. We both forgot that bitch name already.
Is Val Venus gonna be there next week? Because of Triple X, come on, Val Venus gotta be there. Choppy.
Well, the Legends. They said the Legends is gonna be there.
Yeah, they're running out of legends.
Your favorite guy, the Undertaker, coming back.
Oh God,
Undertaker's coming back. Ric Flair.
He should. If Teddy Long is coming back, they gotta have Undertaker there.
Yeah,
it only makes sense. Undertaker gotta come back to choke slam somebody.
Yeah, you're going on one with the Undertaker. Teddy Long gotta say that.
You gotta say that.
The only wrestler that's retired and he stays retired. Like he said he don't want to wrestle no more.
But I have a theory. Like about the lawsuit.
You said, wait, hold on. Who?
The Undertaker.
He seemed like he's the only wrestler that when he officially retired, he's like, I'm content. I don't want to wrestle no more. You know how like Shawn Michaels still had the itch for it, Ric Flair.
So what are you talking about? So the Undertaker.
Undertaker's coming back for
one
more match.
He retired. He so-called retired when he left his hat and his jacket and his gloves in the ring. and he still came back the following year.
Yeah.
Scott Steiner should show up and say, "Give him the fucking mic."
Oh my
That
god.
dude is a fucking he's addicted to the spotlight too.
I got an inside scoop. Undertaker signing a 1-day contract with AEW by the end of the year. He's fighting Sting.
Well, hold on, let's slow down though.
Sting.
Let's go back to this. Hold on. Let's go back to Jay Briscoe. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I only watched like a few matches from him, but you know, their name, the Briscoes' names, stay buzzing. You know, do y'all got any memories about this dude? Like, you know, let's really pay respects to this guy. You know, he put his body on the line for our entertainment.
Well,
And
he was too hardcore for WWE and AEW. I know that.
His title match against Kevin Steen was a great match.
Yes, sir. What?
First time I saw him during that ROH pay-per-view. I think it was Best in the World. I think it was.
I can't hear you. Say that one more time. Speak up.
I said the very first time I ever saw Jay Briscoe was during that world title match against Kevin Owens. Back then.
Yeah, that's around the time I seen. Yeah, because I never really watched their matches like that. You know what I'm saying? I watched like a handful of their matches, and I ain't gonna lie, I liked all of them, the matches that I've seen. But I know that their names stayed buzzing when it came to the underground.
Yeah. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of like the way they work together, like the Eliminators from ECW. You know, they work really
last week.
They work real good together. You know, like well oiled.
Yeah.
You know, like FTR. You know, they're like up there as like a tag team. I mean, they're brothers.
Never got their chance. That's the fucked up part.
Well, no, the thing is, I think they're just too hardcore for WWE and like AEW.
Well,
executives.
remember, they also said I forgot which one it was that said that stuff about gays.
I think it was Jay.
That's what really hindered them.
Yeah. Well, he apologized and stuff like that. So I mean,
they ain't give a fuck.
No, I know. So, but anyways, hopefully it wasn't like a wrong way driver crash. We've been having a lot of those in Connecticut. It's fucking ridiculous. People driving the wrong way on the highway. I don't get it.
Let me see. What was the incident?
I don't know. It was in Maryland, Laurel, Maryland, I guess.
We'll
find out if it was like weather related or what, probably, because we've been having some weird weather around here. Ice, rain, and stuff.
Speed.
Oh, shut up, Snugs. He retired. You know damn what the fuck he did.
He left his hat and jacket for what? The cleaners, the clean it, the dry cleaning.
Exactly.
Company?
Who does that? Who like even Cody Rhodes did that bullshit. Cody Rhodes full of shit too. Remember, he left his boots in the ring.
Yeah.
And AEW.
Yeah.
And look where he's at now. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's gonna be at the Royal Rumble.
I'm all for it though. I'm telling you, they got a potential top face in their hands. When I spoke about Cody Rhodes from before.
Like, what about The Rock showing up next week? Oh boy.
Can we stop trying to push Cody Rhodes to the moon? It is Sami Zayn's time.
Yeah, definitely.
Why Sami Zayn can't be the man on SmackDown? Sami Zayn can be the man on SmackDown, and Cody Rhodes could be the man on Raw. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, there we go.
So it's going to be a triple threat, I believe.
You need a heel for WWE for Raw. I'm sorry.
Seth Rollins. What are you talking about?
You already got a heel for Raw. Whoever's booking this shit because it's so boring. That's the heel.
Seth Rollins, you got a top heel right there.
Yeah.
And you got the Hurt Business. You got the Hurt Business coming back together. Who knows what the Hurt Business is gonna do? They might be a heel stable on Raw.
Yeah, the heel's gonna be Bobby Lashley.
We might see Umaz finally hit that pinnacle. My man Umaz, that's my boy.
You got a thing called the Hurt Business, and you got what? The Banger Brothers? What are they called?
Yeah, the Banger Bros.
Banger Bros. What the hell is this? A porno company?
That's what I'm saying. You got Raw Triple X. You got Banger Brothers.
That was definitely inspired from the porn Bang Bros. I'm telling you.
But y'all wanna fire Mandy Rose. Y'all funny.
I know.
cares about Mandy Rose? Like, she
Yeah,
couldn't
she's making her
fucking
money.
wrestle. All y'all
She's
cared about
making
was
her
her
money at
books.
home.
Yeah, I heard she
But
officially became a millionaire.
Good for her.
but I have a theory about that whole lawsuit thing.
What is it?
I hope she paid her taxes.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking that this is the investor's way of trying to get Vince out of power and putting Stephanie
No,
back in.
they're blocking them from getting complete power. That's what it is. The lawsuit. It's blocking them.
Yeah, but they want
Mm.
Stephanie in. I think this is the
No,
way.
I know.
This is the way they're
Yeah,
gonna do it.
but I don't think
Nah,
Stephanie wants to come
Stephanie's
back.
done.
Stephanie's done.
I think
Maybe
Stephanie does. Stephanie ain't coming back. There's really no need for Stephanie if you think about it. What do they really need Stephanie for?
they
The only
don't.
reason why Stephanie was there is she was last, McMahon when it came to blood. Like other than because Shane McMahon ain't there.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Linda Ben left. So who's left?
When you have an empire like that, why would you sell it to another investor?
To the
Because all
South.
they care about is fucking money. And not only that, these dudes they don't have no more ideas. They're dry. The well is gone. And they're too lazy to think of new ideas and come up with new ideas and create memories because the owner of that fucking said company never really came up with his own ideas in the fucking first place.
It's funny that you say that because I think this is the coming to the end of pro wrestling.
No,
No.
like when it comes to the mainstream, like maybe in the mainstream, yeah. But wrestling
Because
will never die. Like the actual art form of it will never die.
because
No.
we
Yeah.
have seen over. So let's say how long wrestling been in? Almost 80 years since
Wrestling been around since the
more.
beginning of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have seen everything that they have. Everything that we have seen has been done over and over and over. Maybe it's like going to be the end, just like how the NFL. You if you notice, the NFL is slowly dying.
Well. Yeah. Well, they call it the no fun league. I mean, come on.
No fun league.
Yeah, but the NFL is going through a slower death.
That was all
Yeah.
on NFL too, though. Like, because motherfuckers started getting real sensitive, and they started getting politics involved in the NFL. That's what
You
really
can
started slow killing the NFL.
you can blame ESPN for that. They're the one that spearheaded politics in sports.
Yeah. And Stephen A. Smith needs to shut his mouth about the Cowboys. Shut up until they lose. My God, he jinxed them. Shit.
I mean,
Jeez.
I want the Cowboys to win so the Giants can hopefully beat the Eagles. Then we beat Dallas in Dallas. That's poetry
Oh,
right
that'd be
there.
great. I would piss on the star if I was the Giants. There we go.
I think
The Niners are gonna solve your problem real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you gotta say
exactly.
about
No.
that, Scotty? That's
I know, exactly.
disrespectful right there.
Nobody's stopping the 49ers. I don't give a shit.
Hmm.
It's fixed anyways.
I
NFL's
just-
fixed anyways. So 49ers
If the
are Super Bowl.
NFL really is fixed, they might have the Giants make it all the way to the
Wait,
NFC
hold on.
Championship.
Wait, hold on. Nate, didn't you say you will piss on the Giants? That's what you said, right?
No, I piss on the
Dallas
star
won.
for the Cowboys.
Oh,
Giant
my
star
bad,
in
my
the middle.
bad. Excuse me.
I
Go
won't
ahead.
piss on the
And
Giants.
beating
I'm a
Philly?
Giants fan.
Think the Giants are gonna beat Philly?
They could. They played them good with a bunch of scrubs. They almost beat them with a bunch of scrubs the other game, last game of the season. Philly.
They can beat them.
They could
They
play
can
them.
beat them.
It's
Remember,
going to come down to the fourth
Yeah.
quarter, I think, that game. It's going to be closer than people think. So.
it's very hard to beat a team 3 straight times in a season.
I just hope Tony Khan has enough coke, man, against the Chiefs. I don't know.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, speaking of Tony Khan, I think he be sharing that coke with his crowd because AEW crowd they be litty.
Yeah.
They be so turned up. A motherfucker can just throw a regular punch. Fight forever. Like, damn, all I did was punch the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them don't even know what real wrestling is, so they get excited over a few flips.
But, yeah, be that as it may, it's way better than how the WWE crowd is. Yo, the WWE crowd is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Because they're
because
casuals.
those ain't real
They
fans.
literally
Those
just sit there. They'll have their little mark out moments. You know, they'll make some noise sometimes, but for the most of the show, they just literally just stand there.
yep.
they only care for the people that is the big time stars. So a lot of them don't even go to the show. They stay on their phone or just to brag to their rich friends, like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I'm dumb enough to pay $3,000 for front row." While
like
we miss old fans like the Hulk Hogan guy that dressed up
Yeah.
like Hulk Hogan was at every single show at
Or Hat
Madison Square
or the
Garden.
Hat Man
Or
from ECW. Remember that
like
guy, Hat Man?
I'm surprised motherfuckers saying broadcast saying, "Hey, welcome to Monday Night Raw, reporting live from Raccoon City." Might as fucking well say that shit. Y'all, everywhere y'all go is Raccoon City.
tie-dye
Zombies and
guy,
shit.
Yeah.
tie-dye
Fucking
guy, he was there.
the
He's
fuck.
not there no
Lester is
more.
the general manager. Fuck.
Shit.
It's
Ah.
crazy. And it's like if y'all gonna stand there, matter of fact, if y'all gonna pay all this motherfucking money, like what Scott said, you're gonna pay all this money just to stand there. What the hell is the fucking point? I don't get motherfuckers.
Pay-per-views are full of hardcore fans. Like a regular Raw, those are just
Yeah.
casuals. Like Watch the Rumble is going to be a lot different.
Fans that won tickets.
Oh, we all gonna
Yeah,
watch
you'll
it.
see
All of
Green
us.
Shirt, man.
We all gonna watch it.
Well,
You know what I'm
hopefully
saying?
one
The
guy
Royal
doesn't.
Rumble party.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hopefully somebody doesn't fall asleep here.
Or I swear, if you snore, I'm swear to God.
Hey, they gotta put
It
on
was
a good product.
It was hilarious.
Like I'm shouting to the phone.
It was hilarious last year.
Like,
Nah,
wow,
yo.
like,
He's
you
like,
seriously
yo,
fall asleep?
is Sandman asleep?
Yeah, I was like, is he sleeping? I think, yeah, I think he's out. The
You
sad
seriously
thing
fell
too,
asleep?
the women's Royal Rumble was better than the men's last year. That's what's sad. I mean, oh my god, shit, that was sad.
Hit that
It
like
depends on
button
who
if
goes
y'all
to
gonna
that.
pull up to the fucking Rumble party. We're gonna do that Rumble watch party 2 weeks from now.
Hold on,
It
RB.
That
depends on who
motherfucker
goes to
thumbs up.
that forbidden door.
We need an intermission as I take my shirt off. This is epic.
What the
Really,
fuck? Yo, don't start that
take-
weirdo shit, man.
Take his shirt off. What, he's hulking up over there? Was he Hogan?
Nah,
The
I'm
fuck
just
is
getting
wrong
out
with
of
this
these work,
dude, B?
getting out of these work clothes. You know.
Because like
Oh,
rumors that
you
Kyrie
about to
Sane,
be bad, man. You keep this weirdo shit.
Dude, I was watching Ocean's 11 the other day at work because I was thinking about him. The Brad Pitt dude was fucking eight times during that movie. That's Scotty.
I
Marcus,
can't
what's
blame
going
you.
on? What's going on? Definitely. You know, we
I
was talking
bring the
about Jay
ratings.
Briscoe not too long ago.
Hot pockets.
Ari, you can't ban me. I bring the ratings.
Bring the rating.
You bring the ratings. Yeah, motherfuckers like to laugh at you.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
my rants are classic. I just
So
been
why don't you do
behaving
your own
lately.
channel then?
I don't think I'm charismatic for that.
I swear. Your brain is like a bucket
In
chicken.
wrestling.
I go back and listen to when I say something funny, like Rush Hour is going to be Stoplight because it's so fucking old, Jackie Chan, or Sunlight dishwashing detergent for R. Kelly. It's the only Sunlight.
Yeah, that's what Nate. That's what Nate is expecting.
My one-liner guy. I'm the one-liner guy.
Speaking of
Marcus
which,
Brown
is
was
this
saying.
true?
Marcus Brown was asking if Eddie
Yeah,
one
he's
of
gonna be
us.
there. He's gonna be there.
He ain't gonna be there.
Is
It's
this
in
true
Philly.
we get
Rob
to
coming
meet the
through
West
to a Raw.
Remember in Philly, the Royal Rumble, when he tried to pass the torch to Roman Reigns and the fans booed? Well, The Rock's going to return the favor. He's going to show up and cock block Roman. I'm telling you, Rock's going to be
what
there.
you're talking about?
The cock, The Rock, will be there.
Fucking the Triple X, Raw Triple X.
Triple X.
Fucking unreal, yo. Raw Triple X.
Vin Diesel's going to be there.
That's down for 30. So
starring Ice
there's
Cube?
no other Roman
Remember,
numeral for 30.
Remember,
it is.
Ice
Roman, it's
Cube
30
was in
years of Raw.
Triple
That's what
X
it is.
too.
1993. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie,
People,
but what? What? Yeah, everybody tripping
Oh
tonight.
my god, what the hell?
Who the fuck is that?
I
Fallon
don't know.
Henley?
Who's that? A porn
Google
chick?
her. Just Google
I
her.
don't know. Man.
I wanted to look it up. What? Oh man, I can look it up now.
Fallon Henley. I guess it's a
Penland.
porn star. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh
She's an
my
NXT
goodness.
manager.
You see what you done, fucking creative team, talking about Raw Triple X and Banger Brothers. The fuck, you got JD talking about Blue Chew.
She's not
Yo,
even that good looking. Don't even look her up. She ain't worth it. She ain't that good looking.
oh, she's at NXT. Well, she
Yeah,
new.
she's an NXT.
I guess.
Uh-oh. I heard a microwave.
I thought someone was in the. I thought someone was on cardiac arrest at the hospital. I'm like, oh jeez.
Oh no, warming up
This
coffee. But
segment here is brought to you by Hot Pockets. Make sure you get your Hot Pockets at your closest convenience store, 7-Eleven, corner store, supermarkets, what may have you. They
Yeah,
got
Stop and Shop.
pepperoni. They got
for
broccoli.
$7.
They got cheddar cheese. Make sure you get that nice, delicious, crunchy, crispy crust and that cheese and the broccoli and the chicken of bursting flavor.
and
Get
don't
Hot
forget your
Pockets right now. And don't be a twerp.
and don't
I get
forget
the
the
ham and
second
cheese and the steak
sponsor.
and cheese.
You
Don't
can't,
forget
you
about
can't
that
forget
second
about the ham
sponsor.
and cheese, the Philly and cheese.
Yep.
Hey, R, don't forget
Get your
about the
Hot
second
Pockets right
sponsor.
now.
Hey, also brought to you by Samurai X. Bigger, longer, stronger.
Oh my god,
X.
this guy
From the
has
gas.
a toilet. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Samurai X.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, he can sit down. He can sit out the rest of the show. You
He's
think
done.
I'm playing with him?
You're betting him for the rest of the show? What did they say?
Yeah.
He's like
Sick
Seinfeld, the
of
fruit guy. You ban. You ban.
Yeah.
Not on the list.
No, you know what the fuck you be doing. Now you want to be backstage saying some. No, get the fuck out of here. I'll tell you, cut that shit out. Why you can't fucking crack jokes about females? Like you bash on females, but want to say gay jokes on my show. That's weird. Come on, man. Get out of here with that, B. No. I told you, I've been told you stop that shit. Come on now. I'm all for, having a good time cracking jokes, but that should be low-key weird.
He did warn you, so.
Yeah, he didn't warn him.
Come on now.
Superheroes.
I definitely gave you mad chances. Now I gotta sit your ass down for a good minute.
Yeah, put him in the box.
Like, come on, nobody ain't trying to hear that shit. That shit is cringy. It's not. It's
Give
not.
him
It's
give him
not
a 10-minute misconduct penalty in the box.
The fuck?
Dude, I went to the hockey game yesterday. It was 6-1 in the second period. I was like, who's the goalie? A stick? I mean, Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah.
Some hockey's good, though.
Yeah, I caught 2 shirts in the crowd. I gave one to a little girl. It was a size small, so I gave her a shirt. So that was my good moment. That was my good deed for the day. Nate could be a nice guy sometimes.
Yeah. And excuse me.
But yeah.
So
I don't know what they're gonna do. What are they gonna do with Briscoe now? He's gonna defend the titles. He's gonna find a partner. I mean, this sucks.
I think they should. I don't know.
I would relinquish the
really
title.
hard to determine.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to do that though?
I would relinquish the title, do a tournament, have him Jay or not Jay, but who's the other bro? Jay and I forget the other brother's name. I always remember Jay Briscoe. Mark Briscoe. Yeah, that's it. But yeah.
The penalty box, right?
Yeah, the penalty box.
Wrap him up. Come on now, because I've been very patient. Come on now. I'm not, I can be mean. Y'all know I can be mean. But it's like, come on, my dude. And then you're gonna not once but twice you sat there and said you the life of the show. No, my dude.
Oh
No.
yeah, he said that last week too. He said that
Remember that
last week.
shit, right? Yeah, you
You're
gotta
very fortunate I'm
you
here on
gotta
the
humble
show.
yourself. You
What
doing
is it?
way
What
too
is he?
much.
What is he popping in? 20 viewers? I mean, come on.
Fuck out of here. You
I mean,
wildin'.
shit. What is he? Joe Biden getting dead voters to watch the show? I mean, come on.
He's getting the LGBTQ community, so I don't know.
Yeah, LMNOP community and YOU. Yeah.
Anyways, so what's y'all thoughts about Judgment Day? And basically, them. I think they should win the belts, man. Fuck that. Not both of the belts, but they should win that one set and bring one of the tag belts to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, they gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, but who are they gonna face though? Like their tag division is only 4 deep.
Well, they got the hurt business trying to get up, so they can do that. I know everyone's all heel versus heel. They ain't gonna work. Yeah, who gives a shit? It's just wrestling. Who gives a shit? I'm thinking these days of heel versus heel, face versus face. That doesn't work, brother. What the fuck?
This is what happened, Marcus Brown.
Wrestling.
This what happened, Marcus Brown. Like I told this dude from before, right? Because I gotta talk to the people and stuff, just to bring them up to speed. I told this dude from before, like, chill with the gay jokes. Like, a good joke is a good joke here and there. Cool, no problem. But I was like, the gay jokes just be too much and it be cringy. Not only I said, don't y'all think the same way? I just want to know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I agree with you, dude.
I know, because I know it's not only me.
Like, I agree with you, bro.
The gay jokes I don't really mind, but when he said last week, "Oh, you're lucky you had me on the show," I'm like, man, I would have blocked him right there. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
he's doing you a favor. Come on.
Yeah, you doing way too much. See, and I didn't coach Nate to say that.
No. Go clean out the kitty litter or something.
Like you did give us a platform. I mean,
it's been plenty of warnings. There's been plenty of warnings from before.
I just come on the show because I like to shoot the shit with you guys.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Like, I just didn't. I'm saying, like, you want to crack jokes or whatever, but come on, he would say some crazy gauge like, oh, the long and this and that, and come on, like, why?
Yeah, samurai, whatever.
Anyways,
you can do those
idiots like JD trash talking wrestling takes a legitimately hate. Wait, those on idiots like JD trash wrestling takes a legitimately hate the dude for always talking trash and taking wrestling too serious and trashing wrestlers who can legitimately kick his ass.
Yeah.
That's just all over the place right there.
I know.
But sometimes dude takes it way too far.
Yeah.
At times, yeah, but I do too at times.
I like his
call
passion.
A motherfucker idiot or whatever.
Yeah, but there's a limit to it though.
Yeah.
Look what Virgo. Yeah, exactly, Virgo, babe. Weekly. I'm always nice. Like, come on now you gotta sit this one out. Like, yeah, do you know what I mean? Sometimes but come on now. Snubs was goody.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think that's a deer I almost hit last week. Holy shit. Bastard.
Is it crazy or anything? Because I'm using a brand new mic.
That's cool.
You good?
You good?
Oh, okay, yeah, man. What's up? I just came wait into it.
And that's crazy. I didn't have to do that to Snugs. And Snugs should be saying crazy shit.
Oh my god.
What happened?
I used to surpass Snugs when it comes to heat. And that's not even a good thing. You like X-Pac heat.
Yeah, everything's a good show. Best match of the year.
Yo, hit that like button. Hey, let me know if I did the right thing for sitting. If I did the right thing for sitting this dude Scotty down for the rest of the show, hit that damn like button, B.
Toph was the best one. I ain't taking your shit this week. When he says
that was funny as hell. That was funny as shit.
I was like, I missed a whole bunch. I went to go smoke real quick. I come back, Toph is out of here. Yeah, we're tired of your gay shit. Yeah, remember that time when Scott?
He keep like, yo, get the fuck out. I'm like, yo, all right, come on now with the gay, because it's cringy to me. You know what I'm saying? And other people are saying this shit too.
He was talking about
you know what's funny?
Gay shit. Like, what's wrong
you know what's funny? You know, the ironic thing about this whole thing is that last night I was playing Call of Duty and I met somebody through one of my friends who is actually like that. He's like he warns me too. He goes, "Yo, is it okay, man? I'm gonna say a lot of gay jokes." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Who says that?
Yeah, I'm like, thanks for telling me ahead of time, but still, like, what the fuck?
It's like all the jokes you can say out there, you just prefer to do that. Why?
Yeah, he was just asking me weird shit because that's part of his like routine. I'm like, this must be a trend for people. I don't know. It's a thing. I mean, I just think it's funny. I just think that whatever.
I don't know what's going on the background with Black Saw. But when you ready, Black Saw, just unmute yourself because I don't know what's going on back there.
Oh, there's that Chinese restaurant or something.
My God.
Somebody forgot his egg roll. Somebody took his egg roll.
What's going on, my dude?
Shit, man. What's
going on, Snugs? Like, I see you.
Oh, my bad. I was trying not to like cough again. My bad. I'm good. I wanted to say, rest in peace to Jay Briscoe, man. I heard the news when I got home. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Because I actually am a huge fan of the Briscoes. I've been watching them since obviously Ring of Honor for me. Watching them go around and terrorizing everything, and I think weren't they on Impact? I'm not sure, but they, the crazy thing about them was like I wanted them to go to WWE, obviously, but a lot of people said they wouldn't have made the transition over because they too hardcore and whatnot, and they said bad things. I just wish they would have had their chance to come over to at least WWE acknowledged them tonight. Like they didn't, they normally wouldn't ever probably because they've never been a part, but I was actually surprised to see that.
Yeah, that's what this dude Black Saw was saying also. And I've noticed that, as of late, they would basically shout out the wrestlers that passed. Like they did it with New Jack, they did it with Don Willis, they did it with, as of late, this dude Jay Briscoe. So and they should always do that because they're all part of the same universe.
Exactly.
Yeah. That and I think by now WWE they realize they realize they know that their fans have internet access and that even though they understand their fan base that they don't just watch one wrestling program, they watch it all. So
exactly.
And that's the whole point of if there was anything in common with all the wrestling promotions, is the one thing that anybody would probably agree with is they want the fans to just talk about wrestling and be a part of wrestling. That's all,
Exactly.
That's the one common goal.
Especially like the last 2-3 years with COVID lockdowns and all this other shit. You might as well just be united together, fuck it.
Oh, please. Not when it comes to WWE.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Yep, because WWE was like, nah, we holding this shit down. Fuck y'all want to close up shop. We holding this shit down.
When they came to WWE, they didn't give a fuck about, we just want to keep entertaining people during this trying time. No. That was just Vince McMahon just wanted another notch on his belt like, oh, I'll do on shows during the Armageddon.
I disagree.
Of course you do.
I disagree. I think he did that because he had a great point. It's just like when the Yankees played after 9/11. They didn't have to, but they needed to get people's minds off of what just happened.
Yeah.
You need an escape. When you're at home, what you gonna do? You're just gonna watch movies all day during the pandemic? You need like live entertainment.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vince.
I actually like the Thunderdome concept with the monitors and the fans. That was kind of cool. So
yeah. I just wish the only thing I wish that would have happened during the Thunderdome was that one of the wrestlers would have went through a bunch of those monitors with the fans were.
You know what I liked? I liked NXT when they had the cage.
That was cool too.
When they had the cage blocking the fans, that shit was awesome. They gave it that real fight night feel. That
like
real
Saturday night, shotgun Saturday night, but no bars.
That real gritty cage fight type of atmosphere.
Like, I'm pretty sure they still have that.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
You Black Saw, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. What you were saying now? Go ahead. What you were saying?
Black Saw. What you were saying? I'm pretty sure that they still have that cage.
They still have that cage.
That's plexiglass, though. They just put plexiglass in there. Like it's a hockey.
Oh my God! I mean, Jesus Christ, Marcus Brown. Oh my
God. The only ones that we didn't do was
my bad. I'll pull it back up. Go ahead.
You can't honor fucking murderers.
Well, to be fair, they kind of did by giving him a whole Monday Night Raw of just his matches.
Exactly. They definitely gave him love. They played every single match.
But to be fair, they didn't know it was a murder scene that he committed those murders until like after.
Yeah.
Yeah, they canceled Raw that night.
This dude, Jinder Mahal, is on NXT now.
What?
Hell yeah. Revamping.
What is he doing? Making the food for catering? What was he doing?
He came in. Tag matches.
Damn, if I'm not mistaken.
Who the fuck is
Axiom? Why did dude look like he looked like Scorp from Saturday Night Slam Masters? Y'all remember that game?
Oh my God.
He looks like Hunico in a mask.
The fuck?
What they have? Was it Starman was on that game too? Was Starman on that one? I like
that. You talking about I think that was Tecmo Wrestling.
That was Tecmo Wrestling, okay. Yeah, I get them confused sometimes.
Saturday Night Slam Masters was that shit that had Hagar in it. It was it was an arcade.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo and shit.
Didn't Capcom make that?
One in the arcade?
Yeah, Capcom made it. Yeah.
That WWF Superstars game was cool at the mall. You used to play at the bowling alley. Like that game was pretty cool.
Hell yeah, I got that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got that.
That was great.
I got both of them. I got WrestleFest and I got
WrestleFest. Yeah, that's it. WrestleFest.
I forgot the name of the other one. It was one. They were the sprites. They were small and they had the real big sprites where you could pick the tag team match, and the other option was the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, yeah.
You had Hogan, you had Warrior, you had the Legion of Doom.
We used to have a game on the Commodore 64. It was a WWF guy. You had to pick the move set, and it would act out the moves, and you can have Heenan interfere during the match. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
Look what Virgo.
Oh my God!
I don't know about all that.
Is that a woman? She should jump on and join us. We need a woman on the show once in a while. Jump on in. Let's go.
No, Virgo Bay, you see,
I'm a Virgo. Come on. I was born in September. Jump on in.
I'll post the link again.
I just love when whatever Vince does, everybody goes into a panic on TikTok and social media.
Oh my God, the best one I seen was when Vince said, "Come out, you rapist," and then all of a sudden Vince comes out of a limo.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that's the funniest shit. I love that sound, man. That Vince is so epic, bro. He was like, Come on, you right
So wait, hold. He said Jinder is on NXT teaming with Veer and Shaky because they was cheap. Why?
Okay.
So why would they put him on NXT and think something different is going to happen?
Well, I don't know.
That
nobody's checking for fucking Veer and Shanky.
to be fair, there's been a couple people that have went back to NXT and gotten their career spiked up again.
The fuck out of here! What
Star.
happened to Apollo Crews? What's Apollo Crews doing?
I mean,
Exactly.
Something, but Finn Balor,
He
He's in a
didn't
he
do
went
feud
a
back
with
to
Carmelo Hayes.
goddamn thing.
Finn Balor
He's in a
went
feud
back
with
to
Carmelo Hayes.
NXT. Remember, Finn Balor went back to NXT and he
Yeah,
became epic
that's
again.
when Triple H is still in charge of NXT somewhat.
And then he came back up to the main roster and actually became a better Balor than mid Balor. And then what's it called? Who else went down there? Mandy Rose. She wasn't over when she was on the main roster. She went back down to NXT, became a part of a Toxic Attraction, then got fired for selling tits on OnlyFans, and then she, but she got her career bounced back up, after she went back to NXT. And
She
then
got a lot of
what
things
else?
bounced up.
And
What
we
else?
just had Tove. I don't know what happened, Tove. Hit that link again, Tove.
Who else went back to NXT and got their career jump started again? Bobby Roode, I think that happened.
Hell no.
No,
Bobby
he's
Roode
been
about to
injured.
retire. It's about to be a
Dolph
He's been
Ziggler went
injured.
down there. Dolph Ziggler went down there.
No, but Roode ain't retiring. He's only like what, 37, 36?
He just had surgery, didn't he? Like
he's
neck
not
surgery.
doing nothing.
Yeah, he had neck surgery.
Neck surgery. Yeah, he's gonna be off for a while.
Yeah. So
A year.
he's
Probably about
he's
a
gonna
year.
come back. I'm not giving up on Bobby Roode just yet. But who
Bobby
else
Roode
went
should
back?
go back to Impact.
Hell no. Roode
Hell,
should just
you
leave
bugging.
Impact.
Bobby Roode should go back to Impact.
Impact, yeah.
I really think he should.
And sell out 20 fans a night? Hell no.
So what? Like, look at the motherfuckers just in the fans in the crowd now. They don't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, it don't make no sense. You got all these people in the crowd. They still don't do shit. So what the fuck is the point?
Yeah, but that's a huge pay cut he gonna be taking.
You may got a point. You may got a point.
I mean, I seen more fans at Walmart during the summer.
I'd rather be getting neck surgery on WWE's dime than go back to Impact and take risks.
Yeah.
She just said Jinder needs to go back to
Needs to
catering
go
with
to
Titus.
catering Titus and I want some halal. Yeah.
Yeah, get some of that rice and shit.
Let me get some
That's another
motherfucking
thing.
Curry. Get some curry.
Word. Get some
That's
of that
another thing.
motherfucking curry
Titus
lamb
needs
and
to-
rice.
Curry lamb.
Titus don't know how to. He needs to come back and do something because all that
Do
time.
something like what? Almost kill himself again?
I'm tired of him being the ambassador, and it's like, how many titles you won?
Remember that time like Jinder came out for a match? He had a big ass zit on the top of his shoulder. Like, god damn, stay off the steroids, man.
The roid is real with him.
That was a volcano.
Yeah, Ginger's awesome, man. Y'all leave that
As a
man
matter of
alone.
fact, I think they did win. Like, I think him and this dude won like one belt. The primetime players. They won a tag team belt.
Veer Mahan. Yeah, Veer Mahan's dad passed away. So yeah, condolences to him.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, condolences to Van Mahan's dad.
Yeah, condolences, man.
I'm telling you, man. I can't wait for next week Raw. We got Undertaker coming back. I'd already said it a couple weeks back. I said, yo, somebody somewhere fucked up and Undertaker's coming back to kill them. And here's just the planting of the seeds. Raw 30. He's going to come back and he's going to destroy somebody and then enter the Royal Rumble and win that shit and then go on the face from the
No. He's going to tombstone.
He's about to join this dude, Scotty, on the bench.
Or he could just announce for Money in the Bank, whatever which one.
No.
But
he's gonna tombstone Vince and put him in a coffin, and that we won't see Vince again. That's it. That's what he's gonna do.
And everybody in the crowd will cheer.
Hell yeah! Stock will go up about $20 the next day.
I'm telling you, man.
Now, so you got one more time. You got one more fucking time. Say some
3
dumb
straight,
shit
you're
again.
out.
You up out of here too.
3 straight,
What
you're
I
out.
do?
Like, cut the shit.
Yeah, yes, underestimating the Taker.
Struggles. What are your thoughts about Charlotte coming back, winning the title? I know.
Hell yeah, I was
There you
happy as hell about that.
Oh, I bet.
Because hell yeah, because like you know what's crazy? All these fans love her now, and not much has changed. And people were like, "Oh, we want to see a new Charlotte," but like, not much has changed. She's still the
I bet you
queen.
did an extra watch that Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome, man. She. I don't know what's going on with Ronda. I don't know if they've given up on her or if they're gonna like probably
Yeah,
bring
they
her
gave it up
back
on
with
her.
Shayna. Well,
Yeah.
Shayna's with her, so I wonder what's next for Shayna because Shayna's getting up there in age, and
You
so
should went
she's
for the
not gonna.
tag team titles. That's what I said.
It's a wrap for Shayna Baszler, B. We already know that. She couldn't even fucking kick out of a roll up.
Well,
You can
that's a
start
lot
up
of
the
people these
match.
days.
As soon as the match starts off, just roll her ass up. She will not kick out that shit.
It's one of the most devastating moves in history.
Word.
The last roll up she kicked out was Matt Riddle rolling up a joint. I think she said no. That was the last roll up. He kicked out.
Either that or the most terrifying, the most vicious headlock.
Headlocked. Yeah.
You know, when you're in WWE, you always fall victim to the dreadful headlock.
Yeah. Well, like I said, what really killed Ronda was Roddy Piper passing away. That would have been hot for her to debut with Piper as a mentor.
That bitch
but Piper died by the time she debuted.
I know, but if
I think he died
if
before
he
that. Way before
he died before you. Yeah, but if he didn't, it would have been nice. Her and Piper together. Holy shit, that would have been nice.
Oh please.
No,
Ronda Rousey, like I said, from that time when she debuted at that WrestleMania, that bitch was sloppy as hell.
It's not her fault that
losses in the UFC that hurt her too. She got the shit pushed in. So there we go.
Wasn't Jinder? Yeah, you got a point though, Virgo. No, Jinder was a champ. Like, how the fuck you was that? You was a motherfucking heavyweight champion. Now you on NXT. Has any WWE champion got demoted to NXT?
Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler, there's countless. Shinsuke Nakamura. Who else?
No. First off,
that was one time only.
This dude, Dolph Ziggler, was the world heavyweight champ. He wasn't the WWE champ.
I mean, it's the same. They're on the same level.
No, hell no, it's not.
You think the WWE Championship is lower than the WWE Championship?
It's a bigger level than the world. Yes.
But there's been
Finn dropped to NXT, and he was world champion.
Oh boy,
the Universal champion.
We're gonna have WCW fans coming in. So, oh boy.
I look at them as equals because there've been times where the
fans hit that thumbs up. The fuck?
Sandman's gonna be getting jumped in the parking lot by the Horsemen soon. Oh boy.
Horseman beat down.
Like, oh my god, my arm, brother.
Make it good. Make it good. Make it look good. Oh man.
I am, man. I'm in absolute shock. I just got off of work about 30 minutes ago. The way it is in my job.
Talk about it, my dude. Go ahead. Yeah, because I was, I wanted to get some more input on his career because only watched like a handful of matches of Jay Briscoe. But his name, especially his brother name, both of them, the Briscoe's name, been flooded in the Indies. So, can you tell us more about his career?
Yeah, well, first, I just wanted to say that I just found out about it about 30 minutes ago. At my job, we're deprived of Wi-Fi. I work at the warehouse. So, like, when you're in there, you can't really use a phone. You can't use Wi-Fi or whatever. So when you leave, you can turn it's for security reasons. So when I left, I turned my phone on and my phone started blowing up. And of course, as a wrestling fan, when your phone blows up, it usually means one or two things. There was a big release.
Something really bad happened.
Or somebody died, right? So I turned my phone on. I was kind of regretting it, and I was like, "Oh man, I wonder who it was." And then I see Jay Briscoe, and I was like, "What? Jay Briscoe?" Like, no, it's got to be a mistake, but no, it was him. So it's crazy because he just posted that picture with his brother Mark a couple of hours ago. It kind of reminds me of Elvis's daughter, who was at the Golden Globes, the other day, and then she died like a few days later. So it's crazy. The Briscoes, yeah, man. They were basically the tag team of the Indies, and they've been the tag team of the Indies for like 20 years. They were Ring of Honor day one. Jay and Mark Briscoe, I believe they were on the first Ring of Honor show ever. I believe they were, and they started off kind of like that team on AEW, Top Flight. The two younger brothers you see every now and then. Good wrestlers, but like they always lose, whatever. That was the Briscoes, and then eventually they started getting a push. They won one title, they won two. I don't know how many titles they won. I want to say they were at least like 10-time Ring of Honor champions. So kind of like how Harlem Heat won a bunch of tag belts in WCW, the Briscoes, they won a lot of tag titles. They're basically the tag team of Ring of Honor. And both Jay and Mark, they both had singles potential, but like Jay broke out and he became a main eventer. Became
world heavyweight champion, 2-time world heavyweight champion.
Right, and when Triple H, when he first
who's the
started,
two people he beat? Who's the two people he beat for the strap and Ring of Honor?
Kevin Owens was the first time.
Yeah. He did. Yes, right. He beat Kevin Steen. He beat Kevin
Adam
Steen
Cole.
And Adam Cole. Yes, that's right. That's right.
Nice.
When Triple H, when he first started NXT, he had a plan, and there was like this paper that went viral a couple of years back. It was like the first ever like NXT takeover card. It was like what Triple H was aiming for, and on that card, he did have the Briscoes because he wanted them. He wanted the Briscoes. He wanted James Storm. Remember James Storm from TNA? He wanted Storm. He wanted the Briscoes. Who else did he want? He wanted Marty Scurll. If you guys remember him, he wanted Marty. So because when the revival, aka when the revival, aka FTR, when they got their push, if you remember, they were first called like the Mechanics or something, and their look was kind of similar to the Briscoes, and then eventually they were just like, okay, you guys can do your own thing. So, but yeah, man, they were a great tag team, and Jay was great as a wrestler, but they never got their big break like on a bigger stage. They were basically Ring of Honor, worked a few indies, occasional New Japan appearances, and Jay made those controversial comments some times ago and pissed off some people, and a lot of really big important sponsors didn't want to do business with him because of that. So they stayed in Ring of Honor, and then of course AEW became a thing. We finally got competition on the level of WCW, and so the hope was, hey, maybe these guys will go to AEW. Then of course the rumor was that certain sponsors at AEW and certain people at Warner Brothers didn't want the Briscoes to be appearing on television, which is why they never did. But because TK owed Ring of Honor, they could still make appearances for Ring of Honor. And so I know they went to Impact for a cup of tea. They were at Impact briefly. I believe they were even the Impact Tag Champions, had a little feed with the Good Brothers for a bit there.
It's like a year ago, right?
Yeah, about a year ago. And by no means am I trying to disrespect them at all, because the Usos are a great tag team in their own right, and they got their own legacy and stuff like that. But I've always joked with Nate that if you've seen the Briscoes, like watch a Briscoes match, watch a Briscoes promo, and then watch an Usos match and watch an Usos promo. And I've joked with Nate for years, the Usos, they're just PG Briscoes. Not when they were baby faces, but like when SmackDown became SmackDown Live, and when WWE brought back the brand split, and when Usos were a team on SmackDown, and when Usos started acting more heelish, remember what did they call it? The Usos Penitentiary. Right. The way that the Usos carry themselves is just a PG version of the Briscoes. Like they basically just ripped them off. And I'm not saying the Usos are a bad team, because they're a great team too. They're one of the best teams in the world, but like, I'm sorry, like they're PG Briscoes. Like at best. But I get it because the Briscoes were like,
and Jay tweeted that.
Right. The Briscoes were just, they're so raw, like especially Jay, which is so crazy. Like he's so raw, like even AEW would be like, yeah, I could see him. Like there's no way he could tone it down. But that's why I loved him. That's why it was basically Jay was like the closest thing to a New Jack. I'm not saying he was on the level of New Jack, but he was the closest thing to like a modern day New Jack in the sense where it's like when he cut a promo, like he just didn't care. Like he just didn't care. But he was cool.
He's New Jack like.
Right, but at least we got those great matches. Right. But at least we got those great matches with FTR last year. Those 3 great matches. But yeah, I'm really sorry to hear about that. And I heard there was a kid that was hurt too, and I'm hoping it wasn't one of his kids because I know he had
Jay's daughter.
Oh, man, they said 2 people died in the crash. I don't know. Well,
yeah, no. Condolences to the family of the other one that had passed too in that accident.
Hopefully that's good, but I don't know.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man.
I think they're gonna make a movie about them.
That'd be
if
nice.
they do it right.
Well, like Best of the Briscoes DVD or something.
Yeah.
As long as it's better than the casting of the Rock and of Young Rock. When they showed Undertaker and Triple H, and who was the other guy that they fucked up? They fucked up Jim Ross too. Jim Ross.
Andre the
Giant. Stone Cold looked crazy.
Someone said that Jim Ross looked like Otis went back. He said that. Yeah, they said that Otis. It looked like Otis went to go play him when he got old. I was like, damn. Damn. They fucked up Young Rock a little bit. I saw Undertaker. I was like, is that John Bradshaw Layfield? Nah, it's fucking Undertaker.
Going off on the
I went off on that
timeline. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I went off on that the other day. I sent some videos to the chat, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
When the show first started, like the continuity was pretty good and the casting was pretty good, like in the first few seasons. But like this latest one, like Rock he's given up on this show.
They phoned it in. Pretty much.
What they do? They had Becky Lynch play Cyndi Lauper. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
They did. And what's crazy about the show? It's like there's little details that the Rock, despite the continuity errors, there's little small details that Rock remembers, but then he forgets major shit. Like the biggest one to me was on this season, they showed the Rock getting married, to his first wife, Garcia. And at the wedding, Hogan was there, and Hogan had a black beard. And it was like, oh, I get it. Because Hogan was Hollywood Hogan at the time, which is true. So he got married in 97. So it's like, wait, so he remembered that, but he forgot this, and this. It's like, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, you were like, wait a minute. The Rock he was bald when he was playing the guitar. He's got hair and this. And
that. Like that's what I was asking. It's like, the actor, did he? You know what I'm saying? It's like he didn't want to cut his hair. It's like, my dude, you had the same haircut for like 2 seasons.
Right. And just crazy stuff, just crazy minor stuff that like, maybe a casual fan wouldn't notice, but like a hardcore fan would definitely notice.
Yeah, it may be a nitpick, but it's it does have sentiment value because we all know that every time when the Rock cut his hair bald, that's when he was like, I guess you could say at his peak with Hollywood Rock.
Yeah.
When you were sending me those clips, I was going to send you the Joker clip. Why so serious?
It was like right when he got the Samoan tattoo.
Yeah, the one that sent me crazy was in the most recent episode. He's doing these promos with Triple H, and they're supposed to be the build to SummerSlam '98, and they keep playing The Rock's babyface music that he didn't use till like fucking 2000, 2001. And then Triple H is supposed to be, this is like babyface Triple H DX with like, X-Pac, Outlaws, China, 98. So he's using the DX theme, but then every time he comes out, it's playing the Cerebral Assassin, the game theme he didn't use until like fucking 2002. And it's like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? Nothing makes any sense. And it's so frustrating.
Maybe it's the rights. Maybe they don't have the rights to it.
Maybe. It could
Hold on,
like, isn't that like Jim Johnson's music?
Hold on, Black. So I'm gonna read this question real quick.
Go ahead.
And then we're gonna take a quick little breather. This dude, Marcus, said, or he asked, this question I have is to all of us. Y'all been watching wrestling because y'all know what the business is, or how long y'all been watching wrestling? Shit, yeah. I've been watching wrestling, like, man, look. I think I told Hope this shit. Like, the very first wrestling program I watched was actually AAA, believe it or not. That shit was funny as hell because of the botches. I didn't know what a botch was at the time. I'm a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? But I fucking see that shit. That shit had me crying. I'm like, yo, oh my god, it's entertainment. So I would watch
bounce off the ropes and you be sitting there like, brother.
I'm telling you, like, and then I put my family up on.
Yo, type of silly shit. What's crazy? I've been watching AAA lately on Pluto TV. They have a channel on there where they just show nothing but Mexican wrestling all day.
I know about they show a lot of wrestling on Pluto.
They got
that shit crazy. But then after that, you know, I don't know what just had me watching WWF. I just started watching WWF. Like the first character I seen was Macho Man, and I was hooked ever since. After Macho Man, you had Hogan, and then you had, you know what I'm saying, you had Flair, and because I didn't watch like NWA and WCW and shit, you know, because I was in the East Coast, and the East Coast at the time, you just had that programming when it came to at first you had like a WWE and like a Lucha Libre, and Lucha Libre was on like a so like if you had cable, it'll play on the Mexican channel,
Telemundo.
Yeah, like Telemundos and shit like that.
Yeah, I've been watching since 1985. The Rock and Wrestling when it was on MTV. That was my first memory of wrestling. Wow, 85.
Boy, like, I ain't watched none of that shit when I was a kid.
The WrestleMania 1.
I just watched WCW for a little bit. My first time watching wrestling, and then I remember going to my neighbor's house in the same building that I lived in, and he had on ECW on a pay-per-view, but he had the blurry screen though because he didn't buy the pay-per-view, so he was stealing.
He had the black box, man, the scrambler. That was the best.
That's what he had. So the screen was blurry a little bit. So I was like upset. I was like, yo, this kind of sucks. And I remember them telling me like, yo, if we go back, you know, to the house, we could put on Monday Night Raw. So you know, I was like, what's that? Is that WCW's new show or something? Like, no, it's WWF. And then I went there and watched it. And the first thing I see is like The Rock, British Bulldog, when he had like the jeans on. Who else? I saw Ken Shamrock, and I'm like,
how old are you? That's the first time. You got your wet behind the ears.
No. Snuggles is young, but compared to some of the, Snuggles is younger, but compared to some of the kids,
like 95.
You're still older, dude.
I was like 90. I was like 3 or 4 years old when that happened. I was born in '92, so.
When the British Bulldog had the jeans on, when was that? That was like 97.
That was
97. Yeah.
Wait, you talking about when Davey Boy came back? Because that was 2000.
2000.
Yeah, when he came back, that was like the late 90s.
His last run. Yeah,
that was like when SmackDown first started. So that would have been like late.
Oh no! I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about like when The Rock was out there with before. Like when he had his I don't think the Heart Foundation was around at the time when I
I mean the heart.
The thumbs up, your bums. Let them know, Ryan. Thank you.
97.
I know the Nation Domination, but they didn't have The Rock at the time when I came into it.
Then that was 97.
Well, yeah,
that was 1997.
Well,
it was like I watched it right before Stone Cold took it to the next level.
So there we go. So 96, 97, yeah. 96, 95.
Yeah, that's around 96.
Yeah, well, Nate knows my story, but it's first time telling you here. My first time watching wrestling was I was like 5. My dad was watching Starrcade '93, and that was the show where Flair fought Vader. And I walked in on my dad, and if you've seen Starrcade '93, there was a series of vignettes of like Mean Gene, like talking to Rick at like different places, like talking to him in a limo, talking to him in a car. You see little Charlotte, you see little David Flair, you see little Reed, you see one of Rick's many wives that he would have, and the tone was so serious, and they got in the limo, and Gene was like, "Rick, are you sure?" And then Rick's like, "Gene, I knew what I was doing when I signed the contract." And so I'm watching with my dad, and I'm like, "Dad, what are you watching? Like, is this dude gonna die or something?" And then the scene transitions, and the next thing you see Harley Race get out of a car with Vader. And Vader's like, "Yeah, we gonna party tonight. We gonna party. Now, I'm a kid now, so I see Vader. My first thought was, is he a fucking Power Rangers monster? This big dude wearing a mask, and he's doing shadow boxing, and Harley Race is like, "Yeah, you're gonna get killed. I'm gonna kill you." I was just
McMahonisms right there, little McMahonisms right there.
Yeah, and I was just like, what is this? And Dad was like, "Oh, you want to watch something? Come watch with me." And we all have like that one wrestling show where like we remember like every match on the card, every like where the venue was, like everything. And so I was just hooked right there. And so from that point on, my dad was like, "Okay, every time you get a good grade in your progress report, every time you get a good grade on your report card, we'll go to Blockbuster or some rental store and we'll get you a new wrestling tape." And I started out with like AWA, NWA, WCW. That was what I grew up on.
That's nice.
And then what got me into WWF was I don't know what it was about Brett, but like Brett just captured me. The first WWF match I saw was Bret Hart versus the 1-2-3 Kid on Raw. They had a match on Raw. I think it was like '94. I loved Brett. I loved Razor. When Razor was Intercontinental Champion, that was like the coolest shit ever. So I got into WWF like around like 95, 96, and then I got into ECW like a little bit later. So my first ECW match was I think it was the Total Eliminators versus the Pitbulls, and I always loved how Joey Styles was like, "Total Elimination." I can't do a Joey Styles voice, but
Total Elimination. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
The very first time I started watching wrestling. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I remember the first thing I seen in ECW. What made me start watching that shit?
Huh?
Go ahead, Black Star. Go ahead.
Like the very first time I started watching wrestling, I was 3 years old. It was 1990, and GI Joe's first came off, and I started crying. My mom still had the channel on Fox.
Hold on. What's that in the background?
What's what?
Somebody watching TV?
Yeah, it's not like a TV or something. Like it's muffling us talking. Okay, it's going now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so like I started crying, and my mom had the channel on Fox, and I was watching it. All of a sudden, the Ultimate Warrior came on. It was like "Talk to me, Warrior." And that's what I heard.
Yeah, I was WCW first. I was WCW first because like I was into like Glacier, Goldberg, Sting, Disco Inferno. I was into all these guys, DDP and stuff, and then like I never even knew about WWE until that night where they were watching the ECW event, and they were like, "Nah, go back to the house and watch WWF." And then I went back, and since then I never like really watched WCW ever again on a regular basis. It was always Raw and SmackDown because they were far more better.
Hey, I'll say this much, man. I know I give you a lot of shit, Snuggles, but compared to like a lot of the kids I see today, like you're still much older because a lot of younger wrestling fans now they started watching wrestling like around like that. I say right around the time when WWE went PG, like 2009,
my first match I ever saw was Naomi versus Alicia Fox.
Jesus Christ.
I'll never forget when I got hooked to wrestling. I saw that match between AJ Lee versus Lake Cool. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, remember when Cameron said that shit? Cameron was when Stone Cold asked Cameron, "Oh, what's your favorite match?"
Oh,
and
yeah.
she said,
"Oh, God, all the matches." Like, just lie to me.
There's this dude in my job, and he's more of a WWE fan, but I don't mind having a casual conversation during break. And I was like, yo, man, like, what was your first match? And he was like, oh, man, my first match was Sheamus versus Kofi Kingston. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, what? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Jeez.
Yeah.
You know,
but I can't really get mad at motherfuckers for saying, they first match is awkward. Like what I just said not too long ago. The very first federation I watched was AAA. That's what got me watching wrestling, because the shit looked so silly. And, I just wanted to have a good time. I'm a goofy person, so when I see goofy shit on TV, why not? I want to have a good laugh. And then, you know what made me look at wrestling a different way? Like,
what?
It was when, damn, how can I? When I see ECW, as a matter of fact, that's when I started looking at wrestling. Oh shit, these motherfuckers is really wilding nowadays. When I seen the Dudley Boys catch Beulah McGillicuddy with the Dudley Death Drop, I was like, hey, fucking yo. Everybody in the hood was talking about that shit.
Man, I had that mentality as a kid where I was like, yo, when I saw the Dudley Boys on ECW as like a like a video that like someone had from past footage, I was like, they can't do that. They can't be on ECW and then on WWF the next day. But they're like, no, it's old. Right. I was like, oh, okay. I used to be mad about that. Like, Goldberg can't go to WWF. That'd be stupid.
And the rest is history. But we're gonna take a quick little break. Play some music real quick. Take a quick little break. Y'all go out there. Y'all get y'all bottled water.
Oh, are you gonna play Kid Cudi?
Shit. Are you gonna make sure my channel don't get struck? All right then.
I mean,
y'all don't have to put y'all backstage, right? Motherfuckers starting to leave and shit. Y'all don't have to leave. I'll put y'all backstage. Don't worry about it. Just sit tight. That's take a quick little break, get some water in our system and all that. And I'll be right back, B. You already know the vibes.
Executioner! Welcome to the club where them niggas get the bullets. Yeah. Loaded up guns with the trigger and we pull it. We got bad bitches twerking cause they do this. Run up on us, you get dropped, bitch, you stupid. You don't want me pull a knife to a ring fight. Switchblade, blade runner on the king, right? Magic killer on the floor, doubling.
Hold on, give me a second. My bad, y'all. Shit was starting to bug the fuck out. One more time. Rewind, pan selector.
Executioner! Welcome to the club where them niggas get the bullets. Yeah. Loaded up guns with the trigger and we pull it. We got bad bitches twerking cause they do this. Run up on us, you get dropped, bitch, you stupid. You don't want me pull a knife to a ring fight. Switchblade, blade runner on the king, right? Magic killer on the floor, devil in your six. The art of finesse by fucking on your chick. We don't throw down in the air, we just shoot up. The girl want a beast king cause she chews up. I'm too sweet on the lips, now she booed up. She don't fuck with losers, her niggas just screwed up. These niggas thinking you're the realest. Fell off the floor, started laughing at you stupid niggas. Life is war when you out here grinding and you hustle. I'll make sure that you niggas won't score. I'ma leave your ass scorned. Call me Jay White, I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblade?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Comprende?
I'm over here while I'm with the Bullet Club. Switchblade, hit your belly, good to be your dub. Me and LP, gotta get it out the mud. Pulverizing hot beats, that's what I love. In the VIP with the vets be, cause the game stay cold like Gretzky. We not playing basketball, don't press me. Man, which dude want their face messy? Got more bars than the boulevard. I'm just like a dealer, stay pulling cars. And unpredictable when I'm fully charged. When your entourage over with a fucking car. Got that rock from China. When she slip that shit, I will grind her. My J's white, you can't find her. Awesome caliber like Illa.
Call me Jay White, and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblade?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Comprende? Call me Jay White, and I'm the switchblade. Hit the blade runner on these bitch maids. Why you little niggas play with Beyblade?
You bow down to the king, I'm your sensei.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Get your ass whooped like buffet. I finesse 3 or 4s like Chris Bay. Yeah, you can keep your mouth closed. Comprende?
One, two, 1, 2.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, it's going deep. God. Am I back? Oh, shit.
We back.
We're live, pal.
I just hit a home run.
Well, congratulations.
Well,
the reason why I play the music, I'm gonna let y'all know the reason why I play music for, like in between the show and like the beginning of the show to break up the monotony. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, it's different.
And to give everybody a chance to get a sip of water and recollect their thoughts. There's a method to the madness.
All right. Well, to change things up in a completely different, tone, note, I just want to say that I feel like the build to the Royal Rumble this year is not good, but it's not bad either. It's just kind of there. But we joked about it last week. I don't understand why some wrestlers in storyline just announce themselves to be in the Rumble, but then other wrestlers have to earn their way into it. It's like,
hold on, I can explain that right now. Because Tozawa has no business to be demanding to Adam Pearce that he wants to be in the freaking Rumble when he got folded up by Rhea Ripley last month. I don't want to hear Tozawa ever say that again.
That's fine. But then you also have other wrestlers that haven't been doing anything, and they just announced themselves to be in it, and people just accept it. Like Kofi hasn't been doing anything.
But one, Cody is hurt. So when is he going to come back? The only way that he can come back is at the Rumble.
Yeah, I get that. What I'm really saying is I just think the build to the Rumble has just been kind of so. They're at least doing something with the guys. Like, at least with the guys, I'm hearing people mention and reference the Royal Rumble, and it's like they totally forgot there's a female Rumble, a women's Rumble. Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck's going on there. I don't see any of the girls talking about it. I think Liv Morgan mentioned the Rumble once, and that was it. It's like they forgot. Oh yeah, we got a women's Rumble too. So yeah,
and I think
Liv wants to come in at number 1.
I think that Vince McMahon is like a distraction.
No,
we should be.
How you find a way to blame Vince?
No, Snugs. We should be interested in seeing what's going to happen at the Rumble, but we too busy worrying about what's Vince McMahon's next move.
Or hear me out. Hear me out. Or it could be just Triple H didn't pan out the way you thought, and he can't book the Royal Rumble the way he's supposed to, and
He didn't
Vince
even
just did a
book
better
it
job.
yet. What do you mean?
Well, the way how y'all talking, you make it seem like the build to it is not great, and that's all on Triple H because he's in control of creative, and now
No,
y'all
I'm
blaming
saying
Vince.
that you're not hearing what I'm saying. I said that Vince McMahon is a distraction.
I don't
Everybody's
think
worried about
so.
what Vince McMahon is going to do or what Vince McMahon is doing instead of, us building towards the Royal Rumble. And that's a
That's the
fact.
fans' fault.
Like the
That's the
only
fans'
way the
fault
attention
because
will get off
you
of
know
Vince
why that's the fans'
McMahon
fault.
is if
No,
a
let me
major
say this real
surprise
quick.
happens.
Because like with the fans, that's their fault for believing a headline that wasn't true.
And
They
what
were sitting
headline
up
is
there.
that?
They said that Vince sold the company and and that he made Stephanie McMahon get pushed out of WWE when in reality he didn't sell the company and she only stepped down because that was her original plan to begin with, which was wait till Vince came
Oh,
back.
didn't he push her out the first time?
No.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Like, what do you mean, no? See,
What do you
this
mean
is
the first?
what I'm talking about,
You're talking
yo.
about the first time.
Go
He was
ahead.
about to quit the first time.
But when he left the company, he got pushed out and she took over. He gave her the position to run it. She had to get ankle surgery, and also she
I'm
wanted to
talking
take
about
care of her kids
before
and be at
that,
home.
Uggs. I'm talking about before that.
When he pushed her out, I don't know if that's to be true. If he pushed her out, or
And
maybe she had personal
shitted
reasons.
on her. And
If I,
when it came to the wrestling media.
Well, I know this much. Regardless of what's going on, all the real life shit going on in WWE, it definitely is overshadowing Mania season because that's what's getting the headlines right now.
And that's a fact. Instead of this dude Triple H doing a meeting about the Royal Rumble, you doing a meeting about fucking Vince McMahon.
The only way that changes is if the Royal Rumble is a freaking banger and Jay White shows up.
Oh,
just
gosh.
saying, fans out here believing whatever they want to believe and reading headlines. That's the media's fault for putting out false information and then deleting their tweets on bullshit that they went off on. Not the fans' fault that got distracted. Or it's not Vince's fault they got distracted. It's the fans' fault.
Right. All I'm saying is that I hope the show will be good. I'm just saying I just think the build hasn't really been that interesting, honestly.
It's gonna be good. Don't worry about it.
Shit, it better be good, or I will sleep. I will go to sleep on the show. I don't give a fuck.
Sun shines on a dog's ass once in a while, so they can have one good show a year.
At least they got something for the men's rumble. I just think they legitimately forgot there's a women's rumble too.
Do you think that's why I guess they had this dude Cody Rhodes say that I'm going to be in the Rumble because there's no, there's no hype coming into the Rumble.
I guess.
Well, it depends on who the surprises are.
They don't even leave no room for the surprises. They don't even know room for the surprises. They don't even know room for that. Everybody's announcing, I'm in the Rumble, I'm in the Rumble, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble. Me too, I'm going to be in the Rumble too. But out of all people, this dude Ricochet got to qualify to be in the Rumble. Yo, Ricochet, you the most. Yo,
he does.
He's got to qualify.
Everybody could just join. Like fuck it, I'll just join. This dude
Ricochet, like 15 people already joined.
And the thing about it is like, well, go ahead, because for me, like the Royal Rumble is just it's going to be an epic event. I think. I just think that people are overblowing this with it's not going to be great because there's no surprises. That's technically on. I think the biggest mistake was Cody. That's the biggest mistake.
Was built on.
It's not about surprises to me. It's just about build. Like a couple of weeks ago, not even a couple of weeks ago, like a week and a half ago, the only person that said they were in the Rumble was Kofi. Just him. And it was like, and I was looking at it. And I was like,
read that comment, Snugs.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't think that Cody should have did that promo. He should have just shut the fuck up and showed up at the Rumble.
No, man, it doesn't matter because Cody wouldn't have been a surprise because you knew he was going to be there anyway. A surprise,
but not announcing it.
Yeah, he was in the poster.
A surprise is someone that you actually don't expect to be there showing up.
That's what I'm saying. If he's not in the poster, if he's not in the promo, then it's a surprise still because people are like, well, he's not there.
When he went down with his injury, dude, everybody was like, oh, he'll be back at Rumble anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying
Cena was a surprise. When Cena came back, that was a surprise.
When AJ Styles debuted, that was a surprise.
Nobody saw AJ. Yeah. His stupid cameraman showing Roman.
Come on, Snugs. You gotta think logically. Come on.
There's gonna be 3 surprises this year.
I still like when AJ Styles debuted. I still like the call. Is it?
Like, cut this shit.
Ain't no shit cutting, motherfucker. I'm sitting here talking about Cody Rhodes shouldn't have said shit at all. He should have just shut the fuck up.
I believe you. No, yeah, I definitely believe you on that. Hey, Cody Rhodes shouldn't have. He should have kept that as a surprise. I definitely agree. But I'm saying that.
I don't think. I'm saying that
when it comes to the Royal Rumble, the whole part of the Royal Rumble is that we love the surprise entrance. That's a fact.
I want to see Cody Rhodes be called number 30 and Rock bottoms him and he takes his spot and wins it. That's a surprise right there.
For me, it's not about surprises. It's about build. And like a week and a half ago, the only person that announced themselves in the Rumble was Kofi, and I was just like, wait a minute, this show's in fucking 2.5 weeks, and only one person has said they're in this fucking match. Like, does nobody care about winning the Royal Rumble and going to WrestleMania? Like, okay, and then it was like,
they know they're not winning because they know they're not women.
Because they know whoever wins got to face Roman.
It was like Triple H realized, oh shit, Rumble, we got to start building to this show, and he just started rushing it. And it was like all of a sudden Walter's like, oh, I'm in it, and it's like, oh, all of a sudden Ricochet's got to qualify for it. It's like, what are we doing here? But whatever.
Yeah.
Ricochet's the errand boy at WWE. He's like the Brooklyn Brawler. They got this dude. He's the only one that got to fight to qualify for the Rumble. And all these dudes got to do is roll out of bed and make a phone call and enter into the Royal Rumble.
Pretty much.
Everyone got into like the Delta House. Everyone got into like the Delta House on campus, but Ricochet's got to go through punishment week. You know, it's like get whipped.
Like, yeah, they making this dude. Like, what did Ricochet do behind the scenes? Why they hate Ricochet so much? And Ricochet just keep putting up with the bullshit. What did he do? What did he do so bad?
I'm just trying to figure out like who he gonna beat. You know, like.
But like I said, man, at least they're like I'm looking at what they're doing. It's like, all right, you know, you got the Judgment Day, you know, facing the Usos. You're doing a tournament to see who's gonna challenge for the SmackDown belts. Okay,
that's not Raw 30.
Walter is going to be there, right? So I'm just talking like creatively. I'm just looking at what they're doing on TV, but it's like they totally forgot. Oh wait, we got a women's rumble too because they're not doing shit for this women's rumble. I'm just going to assume Rhea's going to win, and that'll be it. No surprises or whatever. So yeah,
I heard Mickey James is supposed to be in it, and Kyrie Sane's supposed to be in it.
That's fine, I guess.
It seems he doesn't win the rumble.
You're going to see the dissension of damaged goods.
Are you probably? I mean, like, if Rhea or is Bayley going to be in it? Because Bayley might win it.
I hope Top Dollar is not
going to be. Either Rhea Ripley or a returning Naomi should win that shit.
Because think about it. Who's been the past Royal Rumble winners? Has been what? Charlotte, Becky. Did Becky Lynch win the Royal Rumble?
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch.
Becky won the Rumble.
She better not be. Because
she already won.
Because they might have a win.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you got Charlotte and Becky as winners already, Bayley's got to be coming next because she's part of the 4 Horsewomen.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Man, Bayley's not doing shit, bro. She can't even wrestle 5 minutes without gassing out. I'm sorry.
All her gas.
That's why I thought she was prego.
That'd be funny if Bayley's number 2.
They're gonna give it to Bayley. It's either I think Bayley or who's the other one?
It's gonna be Rhea.
Ronda won one, right?
It's gonna be Rhea.
Rhea Ripley.
I feel like with Rhea they're gonna jump her. I feel like with Rhea they're gonna jump her and throw her out.
Dominic's gonna save her.
Dominic's
She's the only
gonna save her.
person that benefits.
Rhea's winning the chamber.
They're not doing anything creatively with any other girl right now. Like Sandman said, unless Naomi comes back and just wins out the ass, which I doubt. I mean, I see her coming back. I don't think she's winning.
Rhea too busy fucking around, about to get spiked by Solo. I don't know. She should have just spiked her ass.
Dude, she's the only person whose stock. She's the only girl whose stock has risen these past 6 months. It's just her, nobody else. They haven't been doing shit in the Source division.
She's doing great. But
wait a minute. If this is the Attitude Era, that dude, my dude, would have washed up Rhea Ripley real quick.
Yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of her stepping up to dudes, and I'm like, these dudes are just standing there looking at the crowd for an answer. I'm like, punch her already! Fucking kick her in the chest.
He was looking at them.
But what about Rhea versus
the sponsors for Snickers was in the crowd? He was looking at them like, should I do this?
Yeah, I feel bad though. Like if I'm Buddy Murphy, I feel bad for him because like I was watching last night and I was like, man, to see my girl on Raw every week hugging on Dominic like that, I would be pissed.
Hold on. I thought Charlotte was your girl. What happened?
Buddy.
I thought Charlotte was your girl.
Well, I like Rhea. What's wrong with Rhea?
No, I thought Charlotte was your girl. You see?
No, I was talking about Buddy Murphy. Like he got to be mad as hell that he got to see Dominic.
No, but you just said Rhea Ripley is your girl. I thought Charlotte was your girl. What happened?
Of course he's mad. His name is Buddy. Any guy's name's Buddy would be mad.
Buddy Matthews, Mr. Feedy's coming home to spank you.
Haven't you learned from Nutty Professor? Buddy doesn't work.
I don't care if that's his real name. Ain't nobody in the
That's what I'm saying.
business named Buddy.
And he got motherfuckers like JD, like, oh, Buddy Matthews. Like, don't get it fucked up. He could go in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Dude is a great wrestler. But you're not going nowhere with that fucking name. Buddy Matthews? Hey, Buddy Matthews, make sure you pack the lunch.
Buddy Matthews, Buddy Murphy. What's the next week? Buddy Jones?
Buddy Jones.
That Buddy is that Buddy part. Like, shit, be Matt Matthews or something. I don't know. Something other than
Buddy
that.
Bloke.
Buddy Matthews.
Dude, if he came back to WWE.
You got this little Scott Baio coming through on his motorcycle, coming to slap you 5 and invite you to the fucking the chocolate shop from Archie Andrews comic books.
Change your name to Kurt
What's
Hawkins
the wrestlers
or
who
something.
suggested their names?
Dude, if he came back to WWE as Nutty Buddy, Vince would lose it. You're like, yeah.
Change his name to Kurt Hawkins or something, or change his name to.
I'm pretty sure I know who the surprise is. I'm probably spoiling it, but I think the surprise is Austin.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think so. He's been training.
Nobody can say Santino Marella because Santino's too busy with his new job being a director of authority.
Hey, shouts go out to him. You know, it's something different. Something different for Impact.
I think Austin shows up, gets the big pop. Hits a few moves, hits a few stunners, maybe eliminates 1 or 2 people, and then
Corbin throws him out.
Corbin, the wrestling god.
Please,
Dominic pulls a Santina.
Wait a minute, because there was rumors about possibly Stone Cold wrestling at this year's WrestleMania as well, and that he might face Corbin.
Yeah, Corbin.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
God. Oh God, no.
I wouldn't mind that, but I just think that.
Why haven't seen boy Madcap Moss? What happened to him?
He's somewhere, and I wouldn't be. You know what? You know what? Triple H ain't doing him right, and then you know what's crazy is that I would love to see Madcap Moss interfere in that match if Corbin fights.
How he sucks.
You know what? I'm not gonna say that he sucks. I'm not gonna say Madcap Moss sucks. But he got dealt the raw deal from way before.
Or hear me out. Or he's because he's not released. He's still on the roster. Maybe he's taking this time away for development. Like they're coming up with something, and he's just in the gym training. So that way when he comes back, he's ready to go. He's just waiting for the right opportunity because
he just needs a better gimmick. That's all. Madcap Moss ain't doing shit. So just like
the
Ringmaster ain't doing shit. Just like Rocky Maivia ain't doing shit. You got to get a better gimmick. That's all.
The name could stay, but maybe a new personality.
No, the name's got to go. Name's got to go.
Why
nobody
name's gotta go?
Because it's
Ain't
like,
nobody named Mad
what's the
Cat,
reason of the name? Like, why are you called Mad Cat?
Like,
We know your last name is
Just call him
Sly.
Riddick.
why is Ken Griffey Jr. the kid? Why is what's his name? Why is Stone Cold Steve Austin Stone Cold? You know, but
We know
or
why
the
he's Stone
rattlesnake.
Cold.
because he's
Because
Stone
he
Cold.
don't give a shit. Come
I'm
on
just saying, like
now.
Mad Cat Moss, man. There's nothing wrong with that
Mad
name. I like
Cat
that name.
The story was
Moss.
Stone
Like, what
Cold.
does that mean?
I like
How
that
Like,
Stone
name.
Cold
That's
got
us in
his
the
name
hood,
was
we know what cat means in the hood. That means that you lying.
yeah.
When it comes in, but so then he should have that character. He's a liar. He always lies. He's a habitual liar, but he's not. So his name don't make no fucking sense.
That to me, that was what hurt. That was what hurt Mox, aka Dean Ambrose in WWE. The main thing that hurt him was when he was there. His nickname was the Lunatic Fringe, and I was like, wait a minute, let's think about that. The Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, and it was like, what has Ambrose done to give you the impression
That he's a lunatic.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do any crazy shit in his matches. He
what? When he would cut his promos, he would
He was
twist his
supposed to
head.
have been the Mel Gibson of the Scotty Riggs. He's supposed to be the Riggs of SmackDown.
Yeah,
but no,
yeah,
but they wanted him to be the kingpin of SmackDown.
Right.
Remember he was a kingpin? How was he a kingpin?
Yeah. Then when he left WWE and he went to New Japan and AEW and GCW and all these other places, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, that is crazy. Of course, you can't do that in WWE. Meanwhile, they call Seth Rollins the architect, and at the time, they called Roman the big dog. And it's like, well, those names fit, but the Lunatic Fringe didn't fit. So, yes, so I know it may seem like it's a pet peeve or whatever.
Investors.
But nicknames really do go a long way. Because if you have a really shitty name, you're not going to make it. You know, they never knew who Dean Ambrose was. So he was like,
Black Star, Nick, y'all still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, y'all man quiet. Y'all could jump in any time. Y'all know that.
I'm plotting my next hit at the casino, so there we go.
That's one of my favorite reasons why Jay White's nickname is the Switchblade.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's why I like Jay White, because his name is the Switchblade, because he turns on people. He's a switchblade.
I like that.
He stabs people in the back. It's a cool name, and it's a cool name, and it fits him. Like, you got to have a name that fits you. If your name doesn't fit,
we did take his finish.
How the hell did Jay White never get casted for Pirates of the Caribbean? Who would be a perfect pirate? That dude.
Yeah. So with Paul Burchill.
I remember when they wanted this dude, The Rock, to be Captain Jack Sparrow. Remember when Disney was, because they was a little iffy on this dude. What's his name is again?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Amber Heard.
He was going through that. He was going through that whole case of Amber Heard. So there was a little iffy on him. So they was thinking about having The Rock as Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow finds roids. I mean, what is he finding?
He can pull it off.
Jesus.
What
and
the
a tattoo
fuck?
And a bald head.
Like, this dude doesn't have enough on his plate as is.
Yeah, man. Dude, everything The Rock touches dies. Fuck The Rock. All right,
I don't know about
dude,
that.
If The Rock did that, that'd be worse than fucking Jason Part 5 with the fucking ambulance guy as Jason. I mean, shit.
I'm gonna have JCD go up here. Like, one day we're gonna do a deep dive. I'm gonna have me and JCD have a deep dive or whatever about this dude Rock's, I guess you could say, his career when it comes to Hollywood and whatever. I'm gonna give him the platform.
Save it.
Hollywood Rock was like one of the greatest heel runs I ever seen.
It's getting to that point, Sam, man, because for the longest time, like, John was like the fuck Rock guy, and I just laughed at it. Me
too.
I didn't hate The Rock, and I didn't like him. Like, Rock's cool, but like, I never had an opinion on, like, did I really like him? But these past like 3-4 months, like, for the first time, like, I'm starting to get like genuine Rock fatigue. Like, dude, just fucking go away. Just go away. Because every time I see him in the PR, he's doing something negative to his brand. Dude, like, do y'all realize how fucking stupid this Black Adam shit was? He was building this shit up for like 7 years. This is not like a little.
But I like Black Adam. That's the thing. I don't think the movie was bad. I don't
I
think
never
it
said it
Warner
was
Brothers,
bad. I never
you know
said
what?
it
I'll
was
tell
bad.
you what. If Warner Brothers got their shit together and gave The Rock what he wanted, none of this is happening right now. But because they actually went with what he was saying and then they went back on their word, I don't blame The Rock one bit for pulling out if he leaves Black Adam in the DC universe.
It's just all the stuff that John has told me, like just slowly but surely, like it's starting to add up because the one thing that John said was like everything Rock touches dies, and I thought
I don't
about it.
know
I'm like,
about
you know what?
We're gonna see a lot
No, it's
more of
true.
them.
No.
I don't know.
Come February,
Creatively,
you're
it's
gonna see a
true.
lot more.
It's true
Oh
because
shit!
ever since he joined the Fast franchise has not been the same. The Black Adam shit, he touched it and it
What do you
completely killed
mean?
DC, and Henry Cavill's gone. He did the thing on
That's not.
HBO called Ballers. I thought Ballers was okay. I ended up
Yeah,
liking
Yeah,
it.
that was
Ballers
a
was
great
good.
show. Ballers
Yeah,
was a
good
Ballers
great
show.
was
show.
good.
That's a great show,
Dude,
man. That is a phenomenal show from start to
To
finish.
me, it seems like Rock does better when it's like less is more. Like the less effort he puts into it, the better it does. The more effort, it's like it backfires. That's the pattern I've
I
noticed
still
with
love
him.
Walking Tall, Rundown.
yeah, I like
Yeah,
Walking
Yeah.
Tall. That was
Yeah, but
Walking
good.
Tall,
those were
definitely,
one and
yeah.
dones though. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
Yeah,
Like those
that's when he
it was
didn't have
done.
that much on his plate around that time when he did
Right.
Walking Tall and the Rundown. You know what I'm saying? Now he's doing so much, and maybe he's like what you said. Like you got the Rock fatigue. Maybe he's fatigued himself, but he feels like, damn, I got so much obligations, I can't back out of them now.
Come
yeah.
February, you're gonna see a hell of a lot more of them.
Oh yeah,
Why?
He just said that everything he touches dies. Rock. That means Vince is going to die at the Royal Rumble. Oh, sweet. He
I don't
saved
mind
WWE.
I don't
He just
know.
saved
I
it.
don't have rock
Rock
fatigue.
saved it.
You know what I'm talking about? We got 10 likes. You guys are
Dude,
awesome.
save that
Definitely
rant with
appreciate the
JCD.
love.
Shave that rant for JCD in 2032 when Rock's the president of the United States because fucking JCD's going to go to Canada. I'm telling you. Fucking shit. He's going to lose his
Yeah, you know, I'm
shit.
definitely gonna give him the platform for that.
Oh, my
I'm gonna
God.
have him just go in. Like, go ahead, JCD, go ahead.
Let him cook.
Scorpion King.
Rock pull out the scorpion.
Well, here's a funny thing too, that there's a rumor going around that since Brendan Fraser got a lot of success from this recent movie, The Whale, which I actually have seen 7 times already by now,
Say what?
they're saying that Brendan Fraser might be able to come back and bring back the Mummy franchise, and if he does that, he's planning on bringing The Rock back as Scorpion King.
It might as well. You know,
I'm not against the idea.
Yeah, fine.
That
I like the
motherfucker,
first
I
Scorpion
think he
King
needs
movie.
a break.
Yeah.
Going back to what I was saying from before, The Rock needs a break. Like, this dude is always on the move. You know what I mean? We was saying that from years ago, us wrestling fans. You know what I mean? I know the dude has to be tired. Like, this dude barely sleeps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't take a helicopter, Rock. We know what happened to Kobe. That's all I'm saying.
Easy. Come on now. Relax.
I know. Come on. I'm kidding. But you know what I'm saying.
That was a horrible joke.
I know.
Anyways.
I'm a Celtics fan too, so you got to remember that. You know, Lakers, Celtics.
I like The Rock, man. He's cool. I can't wait for Batista's new movie, Knock at the Cabin. I want to see that movie.
I don't care. I'm going to hell anyways. But I honestly believe Magic Johnson didn't have HIV. I think the doctor was a Celtics fan. He just wanted his ass to retire. Honestly, the dude's still alive. It's like shit.
Yeah, like it's like, can you just say that you got the cure for AIDS?
He probably told him like he got AIDS, hoping that he would kill himself.
Like, ain't no medicine that strong, known to man, to the public, that you can live that long, and you've been diagnosed with AIDS.
He's
I don't think he ever had it.
He lose 1 pound. He's been gaining weight. He's been gaining weight while you.
Yeah.
I got Magic Johnson to retire. They're gonna make a movie about that guy. The man who diagnosed Magic Johnson.
Thought, like 10 years later, I'm like, I think this doctor was a Celtics fan. He wanted his fucking ass to retire. He's still bitter. They lost a couple times though.
There's no way that doctor still had a license after Magic Johnson lived that long. They're like, yeah, aren't you the motherfucker that prescribed him?
Nate. You got right. He mad with that Kobe joke.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
Come on,
like Kobe
they canceled. You remember that Kobe joke that got All World Promotions fired from WWE? Remember that when what's his name? Titus O'Neil and Darren Young were a tag team.
Oh
and they were
yeah,
out in the ring. And then All World Promotions, one of my favorite managers of all time, because every time he would come out there, he'd be like doing his whole promoting thing, like All World Promotions, millions of dollars, hashtag millions of dollars, and then he'd be out there talking shit while you're wrestling.
It's
And
crazy
he kept
because
he's scoring
and then
more
he kept the
women than
Kobe.
Kobe in Colorado. He said something like
Wasn't
that.
he there? Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he said something about
Heyman,
Paul. No, it was about Kobe.
Washington?
Kobe.
Who's his name again?
Oh, I don't know.
Something Washington.
Yeah.
Abraham
Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, that
he
dude's
said like
funny,
he's
man.
scoring more women in Kobe in Colorado or something like that.
Yeah, the story I read was that,
like that
Vince loved him because he had a really good Obama impression, and Vince thought it was funny.
But didn't the Big Show make like a Kobe joke, and then like they didn't do nothing because it's the Big Show to fucking kill it.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, a couple years later, Big Show made a Kobe joke, and I was like, oh, that's
Kobe,
okay, huh?
Yeah, the Kobe shit was crazy. I still remember that day because that was the day of the Rumble. You know, that was before COVID, before the world went to hell. And I remember exactly everything that happened that day. I remember I got up bright and early, and of course, I used to work for No DQ. Y'all remember NoDQ.com, right? That's like
work for them?
Yeah. That was how I got started in the whole like YWC, IWC stuff.
I used to like No DQ.
Yeah. I used to work for No DQ for about maybe 2.5 years, and the most stressful day of the year to be a wrestling journalist is always the day of the Royal Rumble, because there's always a bunch of bullshit reports about so-and-so spotted in the same city as the Rumble, or so-and-so spotted at the same venue the Rumble's happening.
But wouldn't that be the same thing as Mania?
No, Rumble. No, I can tell you, analytics wise, there's always more trending and there's more clicks the day of the Royal Rumble. The day of the Royal Rumble.
You don't know who's in the Royal Rumble.
So wasn't the Rumble that year in Arizona?
Right? There was one that was like MVP and like Shelton Benjamin were at the same city at a hotel, and I remember all that shit.
Yeah, that was 2013. They said Shelton and MVP and Carlito was going to be there, and like none of them showed up. Right, but I can tell you, analytics wise, the most busy day on the internet for wrestling is always day of the Rumble. And I remember that day I got up early and I was doing laundry and I was eating breakfast, just a regular quiet day. And I remember around like maybe 1:10, 1:15, my phone blew up and I was like, oh, what is it? Okay, who spotted this time? Who is it? And I checked it and it said Kobe Bryant dead. And it was from TMZ. And I was like, what the fuck? And I remember the traffic TMZ got was so bad, the website actually went down. And I've only ever seen that happen one other time in my life. And that was when Michael Jackson died all those years ago. And I was at school when that happened because TMZ reported Michael Jackson had passed. And I remember they were down too. And I remember that whole from 1:30 to maybe 3:15, absolute pandemonium. Nobody knew what the fuck was going on. And I felt so bad as someone who was never really that big of an Edge guy. Like, I respect him, but I was never that big of an Edge fan. I felt so bad for Edge because Edge made his return that night. And when he made his return at the Rumble, he wasn't even like top 15 trending on Twitter because of all the crazy shit that happened with Kobe and his daughter and everyone else that was in that helicopter.
Yeah.
I remember that, and Edge got totally fucked because he didn't even have a Mania return because COVID happened. So he was definitely dealt a bad hand that year. I did feel sorry for him, but I always remember that day. That was the same day as the Rumble, Royal Rumble 2020. So
I mean, I might have to be that guy, but I think All World Promotions, after he made that Kobe joke and he got fired, I really believe that was the downfall of that tag team, because they were never the same after that. They didn't have a manager. And then Darren Young ended up coming out, and then Titus O'Neil kept on falling all over the place. And then Darren Young ended up getting Bob Backlund as his manager. Yeah, and then he had Bob Backlund.
Remember that when Bob Backlund became Darren Young's manager?
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't the same. Like I did like him as his manager. I thought that was pretty cool and all, but
it's basically like Hit Row without Swerve. Not the same.
Yeah. One of my favorite scenes was making fun of the Nexus. Oh, my mom had sex with Buckwheat. Talking about Darren Young and MMM Big Robert. I
always figured he was gay. Not that I cared he was gay or not. I just kind of assumed.
Who cares? As long as he's a good wrestler, I don't give a shit.
But I do agree with you though, Snugs. Like, you know, when they lost AW, Abraham Washington, AW. Remember, they used to call him AW. Remember the whole bring back AW hashtag and all that.
Yeah,
but when they lost them, it was a wrap. We all knew that shit because who was going to be the mouthpiece?
Yeah.
That was gonna be.
Because you think about it, that was like a lost art form too. The manager, there wasn't really a lot of managers back in that time too,
and that were actually good or worth a damn. AW was doing his thing.
Exactly.
Like Armando Alejandro, he was great, but but like he lost to Maga, and it's not his fault, so he had nobody else. I would have loved to see Armando as Del Rio's manager.
Yeah, that should have been good. Yeah,
Ricardo did his thing.
Yeah, Ricardo. He should have beat the shit out of Ricardo.
Because I would have loved to see Armando. Yeah, escúchame with the cigars.
Escúchame.
But it wouldn't have worked though. It wouldn't have worked because he's Cuban and Del Rio's Mexican.
Yeah,
so it wouldn't have worked.
Scarface twist. Lopez and Scarface and the other guy. Fucking shit.
The Samoan toaster. With his stupid ass grin, yo.
Y'all shut it down. What's your thoughts on Austin Theory and Lashley fighting next week? You think they're gonna have this dude Austin Theory retain, or
Lashley should win?
Lashley's gonna win and reform the Hurt business.
Omos and Lashley together with Shelton Benjamin.
If Magic Johnson got an issue with what I said, he can go send me a Pepsi or something. I'll talk to him.
He owns everything, I'm pretty sure.
I know. Does he own those movie theaters? I remember he owned like movie theaters and stuff.
Yeah.
He owns everything.
Yeah, like the in LA.
I don't know if they're still open though.
He said, I'm dying? I'm going to own everything.
Hey, wait. Virgo Bay. Oh, cool. A female commenter. Hey, Sammy, you were talking about how we want to have some more girls. Nice.
Yeah.
She's at work. She's in the chat.
She's been in the chat for a while now.
Hey, I'm a Virgo too. Hello, fellow Virgo. I've always wanted to use this joke. Hello, fellow Virgo. I'm a Virgo too. So, Virgo Bay, you are a sister from another mister.
I'm a Capricorn.
Taurus, Taurus Nation.
I share the same birthday as Jim Cornette, so there we go. Great minds think alike.
I got the same birthday as Jeremy Renner. Let's go.
Let's go.
I got the same birthday as Alfonso Soriano. I got the same birthday as who else was born today? Was Elvis born?
Oh, Phil Jackson.
You got the same birthday as Juventud Guerrera. Fuck out of here.
Oh God.
Alex
Hoovy juice.
The juice.
The juice.
Shit, I shared the
Yeah, his hair used to always be wet. Like he would come out to the ring and like his hair would be dripping. I'm like, bro, like put a towel on your fucking head when you come out of the fucking shower.
It took me a while to figure out why wrestlers wet their hair.
Randy, come on, Randy. This one more kiss. This one more kiss, Randy. One more kiss.
It took me a long time to figure out why wrestlers wet their hair, and then when I finally learned, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This for the
chicks. Makes their punches.
No. They do it because it's hot. That's why.
And the baby oil.
Well, I thought they wanted to make their punches also look like they were doing more effect than what they were doing.
Oh yeah, the water flying.
The sweat to fly off.
But back like in the Monday Night Wars, they did it because of the pyro. Remember how crazy Raw and Nitro's pyro would be? So
except for Goldberg. Goldberg would be in that.
Slow down. Let's slow down. Y'all didn't even say, what y'all thoughts on the match with the US Championship match next week between Austin Theory and Lashley.
I don't
going
even
Like, it's
think
a good match. It should have been Seth.
Big Bob.
I don't think
Nah, it should
Lashley
have been
needs
Corbin.
to. Speaking of that, since we're going on here, what the fuck's going on with Lashley? Like, they need to make up their mind on what they want to do, because I mean, plans change, but I heard, like, this was last year, of course. I was under the impression that him and Brock were supposed to be doing a third match. What's going on there?
Right.
I heard.
Like, what's
Well,
going
that's
on
what I
there?
thought too. I thought that Brock Lesnar was going to interfere last night and cost Lashley the match, and then Seth Rollins would have got screwed over by something, by Theory or something, and then
Right.
Usos would have screwed over. Who the fuck was in that match? But then I thought Corbin would have won, and he would have had Corbin versus
And there's
Theory.
been, and
That
They
would have been a
could be.
rated killer.
Hold on, they could be doing. Who knows? They could be bringing back the Hurt Business for that.
and I'm
So,
gonna be honest with you.
so this
If
dude
that's-
could have somebody that could. He could have some people that he could mow through. They could have, what I mean, this dude Brock Lesnar could mow through a Shelton Benjamin.
That's
and,
fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
but is
what
he
we're
going to
looking
mow through
for.
Omos? Are we going to get Omos versus Lesnar?
Exactly, yeah. And
Since we're talking about
you know they're
Lashley,
gonna do that for like the spectacle. Have Omos
Yeah.
face to face with a Lesnar, so Lesnar
Since
can
we're
take
talking-
down the tall tree.
And
And
since
then
we're
we
talking
get
about
Lesnar versus
I've
Lashley?
read reports that like they want Bobby to be a heel, but like Bobby ain't getting booed. Like, there's not many wrestlers can pull off the whole tweener thing. Like, because at some point, like if you're a tweener, you got to be a face, you got to be heel. Lashley does it fine. He the whole almighty thing, like where he just fucks up anybody, baby face or heel, like it works for him. He doesn't need to be heel. I
That's
think
the same thing with Seth.
works for him.
That's the same thing with Seth,
Just have to
because
be a
like
tweener.
Seth was supposed to be heel, but people keep singing his music, so he went along with it.
Yeah.
He just going along.
I just saw a great match
that's-
for Raw.
No, hold
If
on,
that's what
wait.
they're doing, yeah.
Well, so who y'all going for? Y'all going for Lashley or this
I'm
dude,
gonna-
Austin
I'm gonna-
Theory?
Theory,
go
I
for-
think
I'm
Theory.
gonna go for Theory.
Theory retains.
Yeah,
the whole-
Theory. I think Theory's winning just off of logic because it makes sense. You don't want to give the title up, and then what's Lashley going to do with the title after, right? You give Theory something to do because if Theory loses, he's got nothing to do. What's he going to go after, right? He's going to
He
be
was either going to lose. He's either going to lose on Monday, or lose at the Chamber. Either one is fine.
But
Yeah.
Theory's got to
That
win on
Chamber-
bullshit though. He can't just win straight up. He has to win on bullshit.
If Bobby's working Brock again, then I'm gonna go with Theory because Brock ain't fighting for no U.S. belt. So
Yeah.
Brock's facing Gunther.
That was
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that's
Black
happened here.
Sauce. Remember that was Black Sauce.
Gunther?
Prediction. That was Black Sauce prediction.
To fight
well,
Gunther?
again, like they're gonna do a third match, so they got to figure out what's going on there.
That it has to be at the Chamber.
And I think that's why they're bringing the Hurt Business together. So this dude, Lesnar, could basically mow through them one by one until he gets to Lashley.
Or hear me out. They're getting the Hurt Business together so they can do what they're doing with Judgment Day and the Bloodline to do with the Hurt Business and Bloodline. And this time you got Omos going against Roman, and you got Usos going against Shelton and Alexander.
That'll be
and
Bobby versus Roman.
Bobby versus
That's
Roman,
the
yeah,
match
but
they
you got to
can do.
figure out
I've been
somebody,
calling for that
and then you
match
can
for
do
months.
solo versus Omos, but I think that'll be one-sided.
I've been calling for that match for months. Bobby never got his rematch for the WWE title.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Because of
hasn't.
no continuity.
Yeah. Dude, I just thought of a great match for Raw 30 or XXX or whatever you want to call it. An intergender match. You have the Hurt Business versus a female team named the Squirt Business. That's fucking radical.
Anyway, Friday, we out of time.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull up on Friday, and we're gonna talk our ish. You know what I'm saying?
About the whole
I definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all guys are awesome as always.
Hey, real quick,
And,
my mom's birthday is gonna be on Thursday.
Okay, happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday. How old?
Definitely. And remember, y'all, we're gonna do that watch party for the Rumble, B. So
Yeah.
I already requested
Bring
off.
a pillow just in case. Bring
I
a pillow.
already requested. I know I'm gonna be there. It's not nobody's sleeping. You're not gonna blame it again on an 8-hour shift, all right? Like you did last time, all right?
nigga, I blame that shit on I blame that shit on an 8-hour Rumble. That's how it felt.
No, that
Yeah,
Rumble
but
last year was good.
Rumble.
I like that
Did
Rumble.
y'all hear that Shane got paid $800K for that shitty Rumble last year? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Money,
he got
money.
Go
paid
ahead.
$800K. Then Vince McMahon sat his ass down
It's in the theme song, okay?
because
He
he
bought
got
like the
fired
Audi
after
shop.
that shit.
He probably bought like 40,000 pair of Jordans with that money. Shit.
And like 30,000 of the same jerseys.
Yeah, Shane O'Mac. I
Well,
used to
yeah,
like those
man.
jerseys.
2 Saturdays from now, man, pull up, B. You already know the vibes. We're gonna go
I already
live.
requested off, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll
you
be
know,
there. I'll be there.
fuck going to work.
Yeah, I'll
Come
be
watch the
there.
Royal Rumble
I'll
with
be
the
at work.
round
Yeah,
I got
table.
nothing else to
it's
do.
funny because that's exactly what I put in my request papers. I put Royal Rumble.
No, put you
I'll be
watching
there
the
for the
Royal
Rumble
Rumble with
match.
the Council Roundtable. Put that and tell them to
I can't.
sub, share, and like. Put
It's
Yeah,
already
all that.
Pillow
submitted.
Talk Saturday
It's
night.
already
Pillow Talk.
it's already submitted. It says Royal Rumble on it. They better
You know
give it to me.
what I'm saying?
I'll be there
Otherwise,
for
I'm
the
making
match.
bill.
I'll be there for the match.
Oh, do me
You
a favor
guys are
before we
awesome. I
go.
appreciate that.
Make sure
And make
you
sure
go
y'all wipe
around.
your feet. Y'all already know the vibes.
Make sure
you
you
wipe
look
your
up
feet.
Austin
Snubs.
as Darth Vader.
Snubs.
I'm
Relax.
trying to tell you. Watch,
Jesus.
look up Austin as Darth Vader. That shit is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I hit the damn like button. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch y'all on Friday, B. You already know the vibes. Oh yeah, of course. Make sure y'all hit up the damn Council Roundtable on Twitter. I'm about to make the Insta page also. Tap in, B. Don't be a fucking twerp. All right? And on that note, I love y'all like cooked food. And I'm up out of here, my dudes. At ease, losers.